Everybody, we're live and direct here. Madden Underground AFC Championship game. I got my guy Philly in the building. Philly, what is good, brother?
What's good, Snipes? We finally did it, man. Hey, for everybody that's listening, it finally took us this long, but we did it. We got B. James up out of here. It's the Philly Guy and Snipes show, and we ready to bring you a straight-up banger.
Oh, my gosh.
Honcho. You know what I'm saying? It's go time.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
None of that lecturing and making you feel bad about yourself and putting your business in the streets. We about football.
Oh, my
You know what I'm saying?
gosh.
We gonna crown a champion tonight. Then we gonna get to the Super Bowl. We know what y'all came for. It ain't to be humiliated, to be respected. That's right. Let's get into it, Snipe.
All right, well, let's get this thing going here as we see Sprint getting the football here first. So first and foremost, let me find out from you. Who you got winning this game?
Honcho, straight up. I mean, Sprint is hot right now.
Yeah.
But you know, but Honcho is locked in and he's focused, and when he's like that, he's very, very hard to beat. So I'm going with Honcho, man.
Okay. All right. Well, say less. We're going to see what's going to happen here with this one as we get a 3rd down and 1 here at the 44. Honcho has been special, to say the least. I put the stream up, too, just so you know, brother. I put the stream up in Discord. So you should be able to see the stream.
I know you're always looking out for me, man.
Quick pass outside there will be incomplete. So a 4th and 1 at the 44-yard line. Now, obviously, we know that for people that don't know, Madden Underground, they go for it. This is what they do here. 4th down and 1, and he'll hand it off, and he just misses a tackle, and he'll get the 1st down on the play. Philly, that was wild right there.
No, it's crazy. You take a look at the replay. You see he shot the gap, but he got that animation where it makes your defender go straight, and you dive into nothingness. So he was there to make the play. He just didn't get it done. Great 1st down by Sprint, and this drive stays alive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line for Lawrence. And the handoff here to ETN is look like Sprint right now is trying to establish just some type of scheme here to beat Honcho. Honcho is a seasoned vet here. Again, you see his record, 16-1 in the regular season. He's going to be a tough one to beat here for Sprint, but Sprint's doing a good job here so far as we get to a 2nd and 9. Here at the 47, Lawrence in the gun, bunch set to the right side. Lawrence back, and a quick pass caught by Strange. And Strange will move the sticks and get a new set of downs once again. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Yeah, and you talked about Sprint running the ball. We've been talking about Tootin throughout these playoffs, and he's going to have a balanced attack because Honcho will just tee off and send the heat if he doesn't run the football like this. And there he goes. He dove a little bit too early.
Yeah.
And Tootin is out of there for a 1st down.
1st and 10, and I believe, was that Tootin or was that ETN right there? That might have been ETN on that run, but nonetheless, it is ETN back there.
Well, I'm calling everybody Tootin, so it don't even matter.
You do that for B. James. You doing that for B. James because you know exactly. B. James don't like to hear the word Tootin.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to hear a grown man Tootin. You'll be called Tootin.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna pronounce anybody's name correctly either. Everybody in the backfield is gonna be Tootin tonight.
2nd down and 12 here at the 31, loss of 2 on that last play. He's got a good drive here so far. This first drive has been pretty good so far for Sprint.
Oh yeah. He's dodged a couple bullets. You know, he's been able to get some big 1st downs. He's in scoring territory, so don't try to force anything.
Good play.
Yeah, right there. Had 3 people open. You see here, he had a wheel route, which is what he ended up throwing to. Had the man underneath. Had X coming on the comeback.
Yeah.
He throws a strike down the left hash for the 1st down.
So 1st and goal now at the 3-yard line. This time an empty set for Lawrence. Probably expect a run and play, and here it is. And there goes Lawrence. He will punch it in for the game's first touchdown.
That's right. It's not long enough for it to fall in the TTC category.
Not
but
yet,
nevertheless, the quarterback scramble. He gets the 6 points on the board and then the extra point. makes it to 7.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't long enough for the TTC call just yet. But nonetheless, Sprint on his first drive, very solid. Able to punch it a touchdown, and they take a 7-0 lead here over Honcho. So let's see what this offense for Honcho could do here. Honcho's been stellar all season long, Philly.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. And one of the questions that I asked James was, who did he lose to? And to be honest, it was a 1-point loss at Buffalo to your vaunted Buffalo Bills, coached by a true legend. And that was back in week 3. But ever since then, you know, he's been doing his thing, and that's why he's in this AFC Championship game now.
Absolutely. Bryce Young hands it off here. It'll be a 2-yard gain on the play. Brings us to a 2nd down and 8. Asher GT in the backfield. Runs the football very effectively with Asher GT. He's almost at 2,000 yards rushing. Had 28 rushing touchdowns as well. He was absolutely fantastic as he'll hand it off again. He's trying to get this running game going. It'll be a 3rd down and 2 now here at the 29.
Yeah, and that's the way that he's been using Gianti, is to open up his passing offense. So he gets into, my whole playbook is open down and distance.
Right.
And he gets explosive plays either in the run or the passing game. And that's what's made this team so dangerous.
And quick pass outside there to Williams. He'll get the 1st down on the play. So 1st and 10, Antonio Williams on the catch there. He's his rookie, doing big things with over 1,200 yards in the regular season, and gets him a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Midfield at the 50 this time. Far bunch to the left side, and the RPO outside to Leggett. And he'll take off, and that might do it right there if he breaks off for this one, and he won't. So the TTC won't happen just yet. But he does get a 1st and goal to 8, Philly.
He does, and you were gearing up for it. And I just want to tell you, man, you know, this could be a high-scoring affair. Maybe it comes down to who has the ball last or a 2-point conversion. But I'm loving the start for both teams. They're both making big plays when it matters.
Absolutely. GT breaks to the outside, and there you go. Aston GT will punch in the Raiders' first touchdown.
Yeah, you know, a little bit of self-promotion here. He had that 1-point loss to the Bills, but he also had a 1-point win over the Jets. As you see, Gianti, who was containing that game, score 6 and get the Raiders on the board. So, you know, style make fights, and we talk about that all the time. And I really believe, based on, you know, looking at the stats from my game against Honcho and looking at the stats, you know, against the Bills, and one thing you can't do is you can't have turnovers.
Nope.
And the second thing you have to do is you have to be able to run that rock. So, you know, Sprint has to continue to run a balanced attack if he wants to win this game.
Yeah, you got to stay. You got to stay within the confines of what you do best, and he's got to continue to do that. He doesn't want to stop doing it here now. Well, work for him in that first drive. Continue to do it until Honcho was able to stop it. And, you know, bottom line is, if he can't stop it, keep running it. That's what Madden Underground's all about. This is what we do here at Madden Underground. If you can't stop it, it's going to keep getting ran on you. It's as simple as that. That's what it is here. 2nd and 9. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you know, we're saying that, but historically, and I hate to bring it up because you know how I feel about the Dallas Cowboys, but the great coach Tom Landry said you can keep blitzing until they show you they can stop it. And it's no different over here. You're going to get the smoke, you know, you're going to get the offensive plays that, you know, force you to pick and choose. RPO will do that. Play action will do that. And, you know, that's what Sprint has to be careful with, because you take a look at this replay here, both safeties are back. And so, you know, this is still a pass defense, and he throws basically into triple coverage. So he's lucky he held on to it, and he's lucky that ball wasn't intercepted.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 13. Shout out to Dom in the chat. Good to see you. Second down and 13 here at the 42. Lawrence back, and the pressure getting in there for Honcho. It'll bring it down to a 3rd and 13. This is going to be 2 dangerous downs here for Sprint. Let's see what happens here on 3rd down.
Yeah, you saw him run that wheel motion play again, but this time everything was boxed. The pressure was coming, and that's why he's at 3rd and long.
So here we go, 3rd and long here at the 42. Lawrence back, good protection this time. And Lawrence could take off the sides, not to, and that is a beautiful dot to Travis Hunter to get the first down. Great read, and a new set of downs at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, you see he had the crosser, but he rolled out of the pocket, and so he playmakers, gets the ball out to the man, gets the first down, and he's moving the chains.
And 1st and 10, and there goes your boy. What's his name, Philly?
Hootin'.
Scootin'.
Scootin'. I don't care if it says Etienne on the back. He's tooting tonight. He's tooting tonight. Take it for what you will. And you saw right there, not only did Honcho get the inside pressure, but he had a defender waiting for him, so he couldn't cut it upfield, and that's why it was only a gain of 1 yard.
Hands off here to Etienne this time, and Etienne will only get 2 on the play this time around. So 3rd down and 7 here to 31. I gotta say right now, although the drive is still alive here, Sprint still needs to score. I think at any given time with Honcho, you're dealing with Honcho, you better score every time you get the football. I don't care if it's a field goal, whatever. You better score every single time you get the football with Honcho. And there's a hit, and that's going to bring it to a 4th down. He got great coverage out there for the Raiders, and it looks like he'll go ahead and take his points.
Yeah, that was excellent user coverage down the field. He had everything locked up. The pressure was coming, and, Sprint was fortunate that he wasn't able to attempt to complete a pass because probably would have been picked. But he's able to squeak it in for the field goal.
That was close.
And so he takes that lead 10-7.
That was close. That was really close.
Just look at the margin of error in that kick, man. There is none. There is none.
So 1st and 10 now to 20. 1 play left here for the 1st quarter. So Philly, I think we got some action here so far in this 1st quarter.
Oh yeah, you are 100% correct. And like we said earlier, if you're just tuning in, this is a Philly Guy and Snipes takeover for the AFC Championship. B. James is nowhere to be found, so make sure you sit back, relax, and you enjoy the show because we're gonna have a good ass time out here, and we're gonna crown ourselves an AFC champion, and then we can start talking about who is going to be playing in the Super Bowl. Can't wait.
Indeed. So 1st quarter is in the books, and for everybody that doesn't know, the NFC title game is Memphis Doug and the Bucks is going to be taking on the Lions, which, if I am not mistaken, that is Burko with the Lions.
Burko's going. Yeah, Burko already won that game.
Oh, that game is over already.
Yeah, because that game was yesterday.
Okay. I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah, that game was yesterday, and so Burko.
Okay. There we go.
Maybe that's what we need to do. We just invoke Burko, and then all of a sudden, Sprint.
Right.
The rest of the tag defenders are making interceptions all over the place. He got pressure.
Yeah.
And then he used that pick.
Yeah,
so
great user. Great user.
Yeah, that was masterful. So this drive, he needs to take his time, put it together, and put 7 up on the scoreboard so he can take a 2-score lead.
RPO outside there to Brian Thomas, and he'll get 5 on the play. It'll bring it out to a 2nd and 5. So this will tell you right now, Philly, that field goal that Sprint decided to kick, that is going to be absolutely important for the rest of this game now that he just got that interception. If he's able to score here, that's going to further allow more opportunities, in my opinion, for Sprint. And I think Honcho at that point, he might feel a little bit of anguish right now throwing that interception. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's an excellent opportunity, and Sprint has to capitalize because he wisely kicked the field goal. He was able to make a defensive stop, But if he only gets 3 on the board,
Right.
then it's still a 1-score game.
Exactly.
And Honcho is gonna continue to do what he does. As we see him roll out, and everybody's breaking off. And you know what? It was a good try. It was a good try.
And I like this call right here. I like this call going for it on 4th down. I mean, you know who you're dealing with Honcho, so you got to go for it here on 4th down. You're already up 3. Right now, you don't have anything to lose. I go ahead and just go for it at this point. I agree with this call.
I mean, you know how important this play is.
And that's good D by Honcho. So now Honcho doesn't get any anguish anymore from that interception. So now he's got to make up for what he did on the last drive. So let's see what happens here. With a 1st and 10 here to 13. And there goes GT involved, and he gets 3 on the play to bring it out to a 2nd down to 7.
Yeah, we saw the defender stand straight up in the pocket, but, on that defensive stand, there was pressure and coverage. And so, Honcho can continue to run his offense. He doesn't have a thing to worry about. He dodged the bullet, and now it's the opportunity to score, knowing he's going to be getting the ball back at the half.
Absolutely. 2nd and 7 here at the 16-yard line. As Bryce Young barking his calls out.
You got a pass commit here. I mean, there's nothing else it could be.
And good check down to the 22. Will bring it to a manageable 3rd and 1.
And once again, his entire playbook is open to him. So
yeah, 2
safeties back usually means it's going to be a run or some kind of RPO action, and he's going for this. So don't even.
Yeah, there's no question.
Don't change the channel. You already know what's coming.
Yeah, he's got to go for this one. No question about it. Shout out to Mr. Maul in the building, my guy Wrangler in the building as well. Good to see you guys here in the chat with us tonight. Hope any one of you guys are in the East Coast, man, y'all be safe out there. Young back, 4th down, gets to completion, 1st and more, and the rookie Williams able to move the sticks for a new set of downs.
And I like the play call because you see right here, he did have somebody going in the flats, pulled him out, has the zig route, bang, easy completion, wide open in the middle of the field, on the right side of the field to get the 1st down and move the chains.
So 1st and 10 here at the 39. Young back. Completion there to Williams. 5-yard gain. A 2nd and 5. With 3:22 remaining here in the first half. 10-7 game. If you're just tuning in, Sprint already had an interception on Honcho today. Unfortunately, could not capitalize anything off of it. So we still have a 10-7 game right now. And now Honcho is looking to try to make Sprint pay for not capitalizing off that turnover. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, like you said before, it was the right call to go for it. That was probably going to be the best opportunity.
Yeah.
Playing with house money to go for it. He didn't get it. Honcho stood tall. But Gianti, he was fighting for those yards that he just got. And now we know him being flexed out is going to be a pass play. And let's see if Sprint can capitalize defensively again.
We're down, and that drag was wide open there for Gianti, and a new set of downs once again. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. I like that play call. That was a good play call.
Oh, it definitely is. And Honcho is able to read that, Sprint was in zone. So he knew exactly where he wanted to go. Sprint tried to user it, but wasn't fast enough. Honcho made the throw, and for some quarterbacks, that's an easy completion. But there are those of us out there that struggle with that.
Absolutely.
And, we see the Raiders getting loose right now, breaking tackles, getting the 1st down, and Sprint needs to hold Honcho to a field goal because Honcho's going to get the ball back.
Yes, indeed. Xavier Legette on that 1st down run. 1st and 10 now to 35 as Gianti will get another tote here and gets nothing on the play this time around. Will come out in a no huddle, however. 2nd down and 10 as he is staying in this nickel set on defense.
Yeah, and you look at the left side of the field, there's 3 defenders matched up against the tight end, Bowers. So, I was surprised that and he didn't throw up the seam to Bowers, but he still hits him with the crosser, with the completion. And so right now, you take a look here, you'll see Bowers he was coming straight up the field, got the crosser, sprint was too far underneath, and they luckily made the tackle and see if they can make a goal line stand here.
Here we go. First and goal now to 5. Bunch to the left side here for Young.
Watch a little RPO, or there you go, a little motion.
And he'll take off, and there it is.
Yeah.
So great play call. Uses Bryce Young's legs and punches in another Raider touchdown.
Yeah, who would have thought that this would be the game where we've seen both quarterbacks spread the defense and then scramble for a touchdown.
Yeah. So far, that's all we've seen as far as the tutties have been QBs running it in themselves, using their legs. So we'll see what happens as this game continues on. Good game here so far, though, 14-10. With 49 seconds left here in the first half. Sprint will get the football back. I think Sprint started with the football, so Honcho will get the ball at the half. So that was definitely a key score for Honcho, especially if he's able to get a stop on Sprint for no points on this particular drive.
Yeah, this is where Sprint has to be careful. Both of them have all of their timeouts. So they have to use them wisely. And hopefully Sprint is able to make some good reads here and attack this Raider secondary.
First and 10 at the 35. And that's going to be incomplete. A good call there on throwing that ball away to bring it down to a 2nd and 10. See, myself, play like that right there, Philly, I'm throwing a pick because I'm just going to look all over the place, man, and, based on my level of skill that I've had lately, I would have threw a pick right there, man. I wouldn't have threw the ball away.
Well, you say that, but some of these route combinations, they're definitely things that, you could add to your repertoire, I could add to my repertoire, anybody can add to the repertoire, where you have a route clearing out and then you have another one coming behind it. So it gives you basically a check down. But Sprint on that first down, he was late on the crosser, and Honcho was able to switch off and be in position to make the play. But yeah, you have to be decisive. You got to know as he takes the hit there. You got to know when you're hot routing and you're sending everybody out, all 5 of your skill players. You're doing that for a reason. So you got to process quickly. You got to make good decisions, and if you can't, man, just throw it away.
Absolutely. As Tootin will get the tote here, breaks the tackle, and there he goes! Tootin is scooting on his way! TTC to the crib for the touchdown!
Sprint couldn't have had a bigger moment than that interception that he forced on Honcho, but this play is the defining moment of the game right now. As you see Tootin break off the tackle, the blocking.
What's his name again, Philly?
Tootin. And he's out there scooting. And he's scooting all the way to a 3-point advantage for Jacksonville.
Wow.
So big plays being made. And that's our first offensive touchdown by somebody that's not a quarterback. And it couldn't have come at a better time. So 22 seconds left to go. Honcho is getting the ball back, so he doesn't have to force anything here. And let's see if he decides to actually run the ball or if he's just going to try to air it out.
And he is going to try to air it, and a little check down there to Leggett. And Xavier Leggett will push forward, get the first down. And timeout call with 14 seconds left. They still have 2 timeouts, so they still have the ability to get at least into field goal range. First and 10.
Yep. And you know what? That's the thing. And Sprint has to play him for the big play. which is going to open some things up in the middle of the field and underneath. So, hopefully he can make contact with the receiver and knock the ball out and hold on to this 3-point.
And there's a check down again, and that puts him in field goal range now with 9 seconds left. Make it 8 seconds, apologies. 1st and 10 now at the 38-yard line.
Yeah.
Madden Almighty in the building. Good to see you.
It just depends on how conservative he wants to be. He can run the ball or he can throw it. It all depends on what he wants to do. He's still got that 1 timeout left, and he will be in field goal range.
1st down and 10 here at the 38. Young back, plenty of time, rolls out, and throws the football away. So 3 seconds left. Obviously, he's going to take his points here and tie this game up. Got to expect that.
Yeah, I mean, he was looking for the home run, and then he was still probing, and he was late on the underneath route before he cut it upfield. So, he did throw it away. And now it's just a matter of, making his field goal.
And he will do just that. So, we got a tie game. 17 apiece here at halftime. Good game here so far, Philly, man. I'm enjoying this game. This has been very good. We got a brand new game here in the 3rd quarter. It's tied up. Can't call who's going to win this thing just yet, but I'm sure he didn't want that kick. Or maybe he did. Oh, yeah, I guess he had to, because my goodness. He still got it there to the end zone, and he barely put any power on it.
Mm-hmm. He kept it in play and forced him to return it. But, the NFC Championship game was also back and forth. And, we've seen both of them. I wouldn't say necessarily make mistakes, but we've seen both of them take advantage with big plays. And now it's just a matter of who can make the better adjustments after they've had a chance to tie the ball game up in the first half.
So 2nd down and 9 here at the 22nd. Excuse me, at the oh my God, at the 27. That's at the 22nd. I'm bugging.
It's all right. You sound like B. James. It's all right, man. You gotta take that off. Yeah, no shenanigans for you guys tonight. This ain't 90 Day Fiance. We not gonna hit you with no National Enquirer news.
Lord.
Just to get views. And right here, you see the flood concept in full effect. Corner route, wide open.
Use that toe tag swag to stay in bounds, and 1st and 10 now here at the 45.
Yeah, and you know what? And this is where Honcho's letting Sprint set his defense, so then he can just pick it apart, because it'll be just too much for Sprint to adjust. So, this is pretty masterful. There's that motion wide post that was deadly last year, and I really like the playbooks this year. And Honcho is doing a masterful job of using motion and audibling into other formations to make this drive look easy.
2nd down and inches here at the 36. Young back launches, and that is caught right before getting a hit. Will get him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now at the 25-yard line here as Asagianti is able to continue to move the sticks. And I'm not going to say that he's in trouble now, but it's going to be a lot more pressure on Sprint if Honcho is able to score here on this particular drop. He just missed a tackle, and there goes Ashton. Little spin cycle, and punches his way into the end zone for a banger of a touchdown.
Yeah, I can't wait to look at the replay on that one. Thought he might, give him a hezzy or maybe a juke, but, he did the spin move. You see here, he hands the ball off, comes up, shakes the defender, cuts it back to the inside, but he hit him with a spin move, allowing 28 to recover. But he barrels his way through. Talk about the toughness to get in and carry the man with him into the end zone for the touchdown. And, right now, Gianti is leaving his mark. I don't know what his abilities are. I'm going to try to take a look at that to see if this man is going to be activated anytime soon. But, Sprint is going to have to maintain his composure and tie this ball game back up.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Shout out to Memphis Doug for coming through, man. Despite the L yesterday, he came through, man, to show love to the MU playoffs. Appreciate you stopping by with us, brother. Thank you so much. As Philly has stated, this is the takeover because B. James is not here tonight. So this is the takeover for tonight. And the winner of this game, once again, will be taking on Burko and the Lions in the Super Bowl. So going to be interesting because I think both of these guys can give Burko a go. No question about it.
Well, I mean, we're looking at the best 4 teams in the league, no question about it. And Memphis Doug, again, we are very happy that you're here because if it was B. James, he would be doing a PSA, talking about how you're coming on here and you're crying like a baby back. I'm not even gonna say it. Looking for sympathy, looking for a handout.
Lord.
But you know what? We know what you went through because we saw you played your ass off. Your team played its ass off, and the better team won. But damn it, it could have gone either way. And so, what a way to recuperate and get ready for next season by having a chip on your shoulder. And this game is going to help you maintain that because it's reminding you of the pain that you went through last night. Thank you for being here, brother.
And keep in mind, everybody, this was his first season back. And he got himself to the NFC Championship game. He took on a team he didn't know anything about. And he came through and, put the pieces together and created a squad that got him to the championship game. So, again, big up to none other than my guy, Memphis Doug. Good luck to you next season as well, because I'm sure he will be back in the postseason hunt. Well, right now, good drive here so far for Sprint. As he hits him with the play action, quick route outside, and that is dropped. And that'll bring it now to a 3rd and 8. Now, that is going to be interesting here. As he does drop the football. It's a 3rd down and 8 coming up, but this was a tough drop right here.
Yeah, you're going to see the drop, but you're also going to see the switch stick. Honcho saw it coming. Got the defender in position to make contact. And the receiver dropped the ball. So, I really thought the sprint was going to go to the receiver that was coming over.
I thought so too.
Over top. But right now it's 4th and 5, and he's going to go for it. I would like to see him at least take the points since he threw it underneath. But, Honcho wisely calling the timeout because you can't take it with you. And you see right here, you see the circle.
Yeah.
Circle was open.
Yeah.
But, he checked it down, got the completion. Honcho feels like he's in a better defense now. And he knows Sprint is not going to run this.
And that is picked off by Johnson. So the diving interception for the Raiders and a bad turnover, unfortunately, now for Sprint. And this might hurt him.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to hurt. You see Honcho clicked on. He recognized the route, played it perfectly underneath, had a defender over the top. And that's called film study, ladies and gentlemen. He knew exactly what he was looking at, jumped the route, didn't have to change his covers that much because all Sprint really did was spread him out a little bit. Nobody really crossed to the other side of the field. And Honcho has a chance to put this game away. If he can score a touchdown, he will officially be up 2 tutties, possibly going into the 4th quarter.
Well, we'll see what happens here because, the one thing I'll say right now is the fact that he got that interception and where it's at right now is important because of time, the time consuming now. So now it's going to be all about how the manage of time is here for Honcho. Does he manage it correctly, move the sticks, and move the time as well? And he might not need to move a lot of time because he gets another big 1st down here for Asher Gianti. And a 1st and 10 now coming up at the 39. The clock it actually continues to go. I thought he got out of bounds, but he did not. So it's a 1st and 10 now to 39. Clock's still rolling. And again,
but he's got more space to move now. So,
he's
in no rush. And, if y'all didn't know, But the NFC champion Burko even gave a slight nod to that interception. So, you know, he's watching this game. He wants to see who he's going to play. He's taking notes. And, you know, that's the one thing that, again, you won't get from Scam James. Everybody's welcome. NFC champion, welcome. NFC losing champion, welcome. It's all love here. It's all love.
Well, 2nd down and 2 here at the 47. Young with the handoff, and Gianti will get down to the 49, but they're going to call it a 3rd and inches. But again, Philly, we just talked about the time management, and right now, Honcho's doing a great job at that. He's using all of the clock. He's going to get to the 4th quarter more than likely with a lead, barring a crazy turnover or interception, whatever it may be here. But he's going to go into the 4th quarter with the lead, which is going to be incredible for this team as he will push forward and get the 1st down. So he could continue this thing rolling and end the quarter with a 7-point lead and still driving at the 49-yard line.
You're right. He has everything that he needs to wrap this game up. He's got the ball. He's got field position. He's got the lead. He can put on 2 clock if he wants to.
Yes.
And so, you know, right now, that interception is looking to be the biggest play in the game. And so Sprint is just going to have to try. He's going to have to try to be patient. He's got all of his timeouts. But the last thing that you want to do is be overly aggressive and give up the big play.
So let's see what we got going on here as we start the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 here at the 49-yard line. And Young back for the pass. Not a lot there. He ends up having to throw it away. Smart play there. It'll bring it down to a 2nd down and 10 here at the 49-yard line. Guys, once again, if you are not a part of Madden Underground, make sure you hit up www.maddenunderground.com if you want insight on what's going on here in this league, or you want to be a part of the league. Again, maddenunderground.com. Check us out there on that webpage. Again, this is we've been running this for, gosh, how many years now, Philly? How many years have B. James and the crew been running this?
Over a decade.
Yeah, well over a decade doing this thing here. Big money league. Across the board, man, from your division champions going on to your conference championships, even some losers get money. It's a beautiful thing. We love it. Love it here at Madden Underground.
100%, man. And this is 3rd and 10, so Sprint.
Oh, he got him. He got him. That's big.
Yeah,
that's
man.
big.
Yeah,
that's what he needed. Hella pressure there.
Yeah, look at this coverage and this pressure here.
Yep, that's that Texas. That's that Texas on the line. Got him on it. He hasn't done it all game, and he did it there. And now a 4th and 20 coming up. Now all you got to do is protect the sticks. If you are Sprint right now, you got to protect the sticks. But he's gonna punt it. This is smart, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he's still gonna let that clock wind down.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we know that Honcho is definitely conscious of how much time is left in this game, and you know he likes his chances. Got an excellent punt. You know, Sprint is at the 15, and because of the lack of time, even though there's 5 minutes left to go, you know, Sprint has to remember to run the football. He cannot just try to air this out.
Absolutely, as Tootin gets annihilated at the 15, so it's no gain. That'll bring it down to a 2nd down and 10 here at the 15-yard line. So he's got to drive 85 yards to get an opportunity to at least tie this game up. But we know if it gets a lot closer to the end of the game, he is not going to go for the tie. He's going to go for the 2-point conversion. Could almost guarantee that one. 3rd down and 12 here at the 13. A loss of 2 on that last play. And this is definitely a passing situation here. And the quick flag going to be called by Tootin. And what does Tootin do? Punch in another 1st down for the Jags.
Yeah, you know, I would like to see and maybe this is something he can do next season, but I would like to see Sprint use him as more of a weapon in the passing game. Look, this dude is 98 speed, 99 acceleration, 91 agility, 98 change of direction, 95 carry with 94 ball carrier vision.
Man.
So, you know, he's got all the numbers, and you know, he's a weapon.
Yeah. He's definitely a weapon. No question there. The guy is definitely a weapon and somebody you got to use on a regular basis. But, no, obviously he didn't do it. But this game so far, especially this drive currently, it is working. But now we got a 3rd and 1, and now ETN is in. And he is going to hit him with that switch stick quite a bit. Yeah. Smart play right there because he was hitting it with that switch stick. He was prepared in every which way that he was going. He was prepared for that with that switch stick.
Now, if I'm Honcho here, pass commit, but I play the running lane because I don't know if Sprint is bold enough. I would expect an RPO or some type of bubble, or you know, maybe something coming underneath. You know, in this situation, but.
And here we go, 4th and 1. That's all he needed, and he will get it knocked down. Oh. And a big stop there. And I was wondering if he was about to bounce from the game. I wasn't sure what was happening there just now.
I mean, he had 2 people open. You know, he had the running back, and then you look and you see the drag was open. The drag was open, and you see circle was open. So, and what does he do? He throws, he clicks on, he catches it, takes the hit, and coughs it up. Now, he got it to his playmaker, but there were other people that would have gotten him the first down and who were just as open, and the game said, not today.
1st and 10 at the 34 is Honcho and the Raiders looking to move on to the bowl. Square off against the Lions, and there goes Asher Gianti, and he will fumble the football, and they'll get it back. Renshaw will give the Jags life.
You know what? That's the one ability as we look at the replay here, and here comes the boom.
Wow.
Look, he's got first one free. He's got backfield mismatch. He's got tank, human joystick, and evasive, but he does not have the ability to hold on to that football. So Sprint has life one more time, and that's good news for us because Tootin has got to get to scooting with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the AFC Championship.
I think Tootin stays in the rest of the game. This is what I'm doing anyways. Tootin's got to stay in the rest of the game. He's too shifty. You got to keep him in for the rest of this game if you get the opportunity. Obviously, you know, injuries are on in this league, so you got to switch it up every now and again, so I do get that. But for the most part, Tootin has to be a part of this thing. And there goes Travis. He says, Snipes, shut your mouth. I got this. Running to the crib like his name was search warrant. TTC to the crib for the touchdown.
Man, I just want this game to keep going, bro. I just want this game to keep going. You take a look here. Here's the replay. Watch the user. Watch the user. Most of the defenders are on the right side. He cuts inside. Everybody's getting blocked. So you have people that were already out of position. But, man, one hell of a play call, one hell of a run. And that's why we got ourselves a tie ball game. So, the real question is, how much faith is Honcho going to have in Gianti after that fumble? He doesn't have trust. But he is still the man that can take you home.
Yes, indeed. 1st and 10 here at the 21 as Young steps up in the pocket. He'll end up taking off, and he will go down quickly, down to the 32-yard line, and a new set of downs, 1st and 10, with 2:50 and counting remaining in this ball game. All he needs is a field goal. He clearly knows that, and so does Sprint. Sprint needs another big defensive stop See what he could do here.
Yeah, try not to tip his hand. Wants to go with a little bit of press coverage.
Back for the pass here. Completion to GNT again, and he'll get another first down at the 46. So he continues to move the sticks as we get close to the 2-minute warning. 24 apiece. Hell of a game right now.
It's a great game. And, we want to, again, thank you for your viewership. You could be anywhere, but you're here rocking with us, and you're watching a historical, classic Madden Underground AFC Championship match between Honcho and Sprint.
So 2-minute warning. If you're just tuning in, we thought Honcho was going to walk away with the victory. Got a big run from GNT, but ended up fumbling the football. So GNT is back out here to try to make up for his mistakes. Let's see what Honcho could do here. All he's got to do is get in the field goal range, however. Back for the pass here again. Another short pass, and that'll get him into field goal range, down to the 38. So 1st and 10. And now Sprint's going to have to think about using some timeouts to secure some time here, as he's going to let this thing run down. Handoff, and a good job by the defense. He's trying to get that ball out. That's what he's trying to do there, no question. 2nd down.
It worked before, right?
Yeah.
It worked before. What's really bothered me? Every time he runs that play, man, the defender is just standing straight up.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't know what's going on. But Sprint's going to need some more run defense like that if he's going to try to keep Honcho out of field goal range.
Oh, big hit.
Woo!
Big hit defensively. Now, most important, that stops the clock without Sprint having to call the timeout. 3rd and 10 here at the 38.
And Genty is putting himself as a leading scapegoat candidate because he fumbled and he dropped what would have been a first down. Let's see what Honcho does here. Let's see if he can redeem himself.
A good zigzag route here, and that'll get it to the 31, And now a 4th and 3. So this is a play call here.
He's going for it.
Yeah. I think he is too. He's gonna stay activated on this thing. So here we go, 4th and 3. Can Sprint get some pressure?
Yeah, and at least he wants to get a look at it. He knows that this is man coverage. And now he's like, okay, well, let me just make sure I got a receiver open on the right. The running back goes out.
Wide open, and he got him for the first at the 6. And he hit the simple seam, Philly. Hit the simple seam.
I mean, and that's why I called it out, because you see the edge rusher right there, and Sprint had to chase the underneath route. Honcho knew it. Beautiful combination. Sprint turned it over to his defender, and this is all but over, ladies and gentlemen. So looks like Honcho is going to be squaring off against Burko.
Wow.
In the Super Bowl. So Detroit and Las Vegas.
I'm going to keep it a beam with you. That last play, I don't know if he was down.
Yellow, 22.
I don't think he was down. Where is he down here? Okay, yep, never mind. He was down. I saw the knee go down because he rolled over his guy. So I didn't think he was down.
Yeah. This isn't the NFL. This isn't, the Buffalo Bills game. When your knee is down, your knee is down. All right, so nothing left to do but kick the field goal. And I know that, Sprint is sick to his stomach. The same way that Honcho would be sick to his stomach if he lost this game by a field goal as well.
Yeah.
Because there were plays to be made, but you know what? Both of them gave us one hell of a game, and you see it right here.
These are just
You see him fighting. Tootin was a huge part of the game plan, and these were a lot of the big plays that were made here, a lot of catches, and Honcho overcame the interception.
Yeah.
He overcame the fumble, and when the game was on the line, 4 for 3, he went for it, and he was able to get the first down.
Yeah.
And put it into this game. But yeah, this montage of what we just finished witnessing is it's the highlights of everything. It's the highlights of this back and forth game, and we saw both quarterbacks score touchdowns. And man, I just hope the Super Bowl was just as good as the last two games for the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship, because if they are, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, you do not want to miss that show.
No doubt, man. Well, that's a wrap, and we officially now have the Lions and Raiders in the Super Bowl. So again, congratulations to both Honcho and Burko, as they're going to meet up for the big prize. And time to be determined for that one. Not sure when that's going to be. I'm sure these guys want to get they Luciano, so they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it done pretty soon, I'm sure. But man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good right here, man. This is gonna be a good Super Bowl. So let's talk about that for just 1 second before we get out of here. All right, let's talk about that for 1 second. So, what are your thoughts on this Super Bowl, and who you got winning the Super Bowl?
Okay, so let me start with my thoughts first, because both teams have dynamic running backs. They do. Both of them have amazing running backs. You got Gibbs, you got Gianti. You have excellent quarterback play. You have full mastery of the offense. You have both teams can bring pressure on defense. And so, you know what? I'm going to be real with you, man. I'm going to be real with you. Right now, Honcho is locked in. Burko is locked in. And to be honest, I feel like EA is going to decide this game. I really do.
You said
I
EA.
really feel like I really feel like EA is going to decide this game, man, because sometimes they take a look at some of the matchups, and sometimes they look at the abilities, and sometimes they say, you know what, wouldn't it be fun if this happened? And it's going to be crazy, but yeah, man, I really feel like both of them could clearly win this game. I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite. They didn't play at all during the regular season, so this is must-see TV. This is must-see TV. So I don't know what the point spread is going to be. Blaze handles all of that. But for right now, it's anybody's game right now, and that's a good thing for us. That's a good thing for us. How about you, Snipes?
I'm gonna tell you now, man. I think we're gonna see a close battle. I think it's gonna be a 3-point game. I think it's gonna be something like what we just saw here in this AFC Championship game. But I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna go Burko. I'm gonna go Burko to win it. I think he's gonna win by 3. I'm gonna go with Burko win this one. Now listen, let me tell you something. Honcho has proven time and time again after that loss from the Bills to be a dominant player in this league, and he's done it again time and time and time again ever since that time. And now getting into the big game again, it's gonna be close. I'm gonna take the Lions in the squeaker. I'm going to take the Lions in the squeaker. I'm gonna do it. And I can't give a final score because I got a feeling both guys are gonna score a bunch of points. But I think it's gonna be a 3-point game. I do. I think it's gonna be a 3-point game.
I firmly respect that, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you who knows. I'll tell you who knows. So I don't know if he's watching, but I'm gonna tell you, he knows. True Legend knows. Let me tell you why. Because True Legend, he beat the Lions and he beat the Raiders. Although both teams came to Buffalo, he would know.
Yeah.
He would know. He would know. So, True Legend, we're gonna need you to call this one. And you know what I'm saying? That's the only man that's qualified that's in the league right now to make that call. Everybody else is gonna have an opinion, but he's had, you know, an opportunity to play against both offenses and both defenses, and so you know, I can't wait for True Legend, you know, to put his thoughts in the chat. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
This was an excellent game, and
yes.
Like I said, man, this could have easily gone either way as well. So it's just one of those things where you can't end in the tie, and you know you got to pick a winner, and that was the play right there.
Yep,
that was
right
the play
there.
right there.
Yep,
you know,
that was the killer.
The seam and the drag. That was the play.
Man, what a game, everybody. What a game here in Madden Underground once again. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. And this is your game winner right here that sent the Raiders to the Super Bowl. So Honcho is going to get the dub here, man. So Philly, any last words before we get on out of here?
Yeah, let's get this game scheduled as quickly as possible, Burko, Honcho, because my attorneys, Snipes attorneys, they've been blowing us up in the chat through the whole game. And I don't want Scam James to get back, man. I want to do this again with you, Snipes. I want to do this again with the people. You know, with it's me and you, brother, everything runs smoothly. Everybody has a great time. Everybody feels included. And, you know, there's no entitlement. You know, there's no exclusivity. It's nothing but love and great football. So I want to keep that going. So hurry up and schedule the Super Bowl so we can get a chance to watch this game. And let's not let the attorneys and the lawyers, you know what I'm saying, befuddle this mess. Let's get it going.
All right, I guess how am I go back that? I gotta back that up, I guess. Get the game scheduled, everybody. Get the game scheduled. That's all we can say. And I'm sure B. James will be back for the Super Bowl. Well, look, guys.
Shut up, Billy.
With that being said, guys, it is your boy Snipes from my guy Philly. We're going to get on out here. And one more time, for you guys that are in the East Coast, be safe out there. I know y'all got some crazy... Well, East Coast, Midwest, I mean, dang. Jeez, Texas is dealing with it too. You know, again, be safe, everybody, because I know y'all going through some... Y'all about to go through some craziness as far as the weather's concerned. So, guys, I'm going to pray for y'all. Be safe. Take care. Be blessed. And, guys, we'll catch you for the Madden Underground Super Bowl.